Working in IT is stressful. I have heard people saying that a million times. I have said that myself even more times. Today in this video, I want to analyze why this is and detail how our thought process adds to the stress. Majority of the points discussed in this video will hold good for any job, not just IT. Generally, the stress in any job comes from accepting more work, more responsibilities than we can actually manage, underestimating the work involved, thereby working towards unrealistic deadlines. Both these issues have the solution in itself. But what I want to specifically talk about is what we call the production issue, the prod issue, the showstopper, where the users of the product you are managing have reported that the system is down. And you are surrounded by the bosses watching you as you fiddle around to fix the issue. My heart races even to think that scenario. Now after working many years, I have started wondering, was all that panic really necessary? Answer, no. Were the reactions to the issue added more to the stress? Answer, yes. If the issue was caused by someone else and you are picked to fix the issue, you are golden. But if it's something you have done that have caused the issue. Now to analyze this production issue fright, I am breaking down my career to these 3 stages. Let's see what my reactions were for my mistakes when I was a fresher. How would I face my parents if I was fired so early after getting my first job? How would my parents face the neighbors and relatives after only recently announcing everybody that I have got a job? What an embarrassment it would be in front of my college mates. We still are in touch with most of them. I got to fix the issue. But I genuinely don't understand the code. I don't know where to look at in the first place. How will I find another job? I might not be luckier the next time. Secretly wishing, could it be some other issue underneath and it's someone else's work? So the blame could be shifted to that person? If nobody else knows the issue yet, I will just not say anything to anyone and sincerely pray all my favorite gods that no one would notice. As an intermediate developer, most of the frights still existed. When I was a fresher, I felt like the most vulnerable person in every room I was in. Now, as a much older senior developer, I have changed, bit grown up, become better in what I do. I'm surprised to say some of those frights are still existing. What's even more surprising, the feelings are even stronger than when I was a fresher. If you see these 3 lists, genuinely caring about the user did not get a place. I mean, the whole point of my work is to serve the users. The fact that the users cannot use the system would have made me feel bad, yes, but the overwhelming feelings of terror and fright are from my own inner state and the external triggers. As a responsible adult, we do feel accountable for our work. These negative reactions will paralyze you and get in the way of finding the solution for the problem quickly. It also causes more stress and significantly impacts mental health. Now that we understand that, I want to go pick each one of these thoughts and address it. So next time we deal with the production issue level-headed and clear-minded. Let's address the fear of being fired. It's more of a prestige issue now rather than money or struggle in job search. First thing to understand here is recruiting the right person for the job is much more difficult than finding a right job. There is a lot of steps in the recruitment process from the minute the firm decides to hire a person till they walk into the cubicle on their first day. So if the firm has zeroed in on you as the right person for the job, they must have gone through this entire process to get you in. They won't be ready to lose you for one production issue. Besides, if it's a well-established firm, they would have dealt with plenty of showstoppers and even worse. If you could work in rectifying the issue and bring back the system up, the bosses and management won't be remembering this issue forever. I have worked with enough bosses to say for sure 99% of the time the managers exaggerate the issue. There definitely must be some pressure from clients, yes, but most of the harsh words are from absolute panicking. Not just the ones that I consider as bad managers, but the good ones do it too. It is human nature. They face the clients. They are helpless as they can't do anything to fix the problem. They figure they need to do something. The best they can achieve in this stage is to unleash all the worries and dump on the developer, hoping that would make them work faster. Over the years, I have developed thick skin that the manager's words will not seep through. Like if a manager says, this will make the users to stop using the application or close the project. If an application is down for 1 day in a year, the users will not forget how it made their work easy the rest of the 364 days. So I have grown to understand that that is just an empty threat. I also sometimes put myself in the user's position and think what would be my mental state if the system is down. Firstly, I would consider that as an authorized break and would be happy to have it. Have you not seen the happy faces and lively chats when the fire alarm goes off at office and the employees are forced out of the building and asked to stay in the assembly point? Not a single one complains that they should be finishing off their work. No, they catch up, exchange jokes, even take longer lunch breaks. So the thought that the boss is trying to force into my mind that the user is waiting in front of the computer constantly refreshing the screen to see if I have fixed the issue is totally untrue. Realizing that relaxes me a little. As to my manager, I put up a brave face even though I'm perplexed inside and throw words like, I think I know what's the problem. Give me a few minutes, I will update you soon. This will calm them, and it also massively helped me to have the manager on my side. So when people rush to my desk to ask for an update, the boss will keep them out of my hair and let me work in peace and investigate the issue. I want to address the other two issues together and in much detail. After becoming the senior member of the team and take on more responsibilities, the visibility is higher than I was just a fresher hired amongst hundreds of others. So the feeling of being an imposter is only stronger. During these prod issues, the first thing that hits my mind is that I don't deserve the money I'm paid. Now my bosses will doubt my experience and my profile. I want to give an example here. In the past, I was maintaining a product developed by a popular global brand. From time to time, we run into issues which becomes a boiling issue for us. The products company would send in their senior consultants to fix the issue. In several years, I have seen many people in suits come and go, but it didn't half change the issues we had. We were paying an insane amount to bring these consultants in. Working closely with them, I realized they have no clue what's going on. I knew much better than the product than them. By sending them to the client's office, the product company just ticks off the box consultant on premise and don't necessarily care if the issue is being fixed or not. This has made me change how I look at imposter syndrome. Won't those senior consultants ever suffer with imposter syndrome? Or do they have it and very good in hiding it? Or better yet, they don't care about it at all? Now dealing with these prod issues, I can do two things. I can let the imposter syndrome take the best of me and beat myself with it. Or I cannot be like those people in suits and let down the team who looks up to me to fix the issue. In this situation, when your heart is fluttering, thinking what would others think, remember these bullet points. You are not the first person in the firm to make a mistake, and certainly you will not be the last. You have an option to crumble down being weighed by your own self-doubts and embarrassment, but you can also deal this with style. One mistake of yours have brought the system down. Perhaps there is a flaw in the process. You haven't made a mistake, but you have exposed a much deeper problem. The issue was waiting to surface any time, and today was the day. Reframe the issue and help the team to see the issue from different light. You have no control over what others would think. They could make judgments that you are incompetent and doubt your expertise, but that is not your problem to worry now. Instead of focusing on how to recover and restore your reputation, be on top of the issue and get ahead with it. You can always explain later how the issue could have been prevented and how to avoid in future. This will automatically regain the trust of the team in you. This shows you are bold enough to own up the issues and also shows the younger team members that everybody would slip. But how you deal with it is what makes you a leader. Be quick to accept your mistake. As you delay this, the situation will only become dramatically worse, and the stress you are holding within you is totally not worth it. Yes, you are the problem creator, but you also have the chance to be the hero. The bosses will be much more amenable to you if you present them with solutions. State them the steps that you are going to take and also give them the timeline. Consider this as an opportunity to demonstrate how cool you can be under pressure. That is a rare personality, very hard to find in people. The team will respect you for it. The fear of making mistake will hold one from exploring the system. But to learn and grow, one must explore and experiment to discover new paths the project could take. In this case, mistakes are imminent. Every business has to deal with one issue or other day in, day out. If it is not you, someone else would make a mistake. Accept it so it won't be a surprise later and cause sudden surge of blood pressure. If you start to look at all the issues the same way, irrespective of who caused it, you are much more likely deal with the problem with a clear mind. I mean, if you take yourself out of the equation, the pressure element is lot less scarier. People won't remember the issue forever, but your behavior will make an impression in people. They will remember you as someone who stayed cool during crazy times. See you all in next video.